Did they just add fuel to the fire between the Clue Crew drama surrounding Her Interactive and Midnight in Salem? Because I think they did, and I think it's gonna come back to bite them. Have you seen the brand new Amelia Darnell trailer that just came out? If you haven't, or even if you have, we need to talk about it. Let's just start with a little history lesson. Her Interactive is the company that makes the Nancy Drew games. They've been making Nancy Drew games since 1998, okay? And they have pumped out games like a majority of their time twice a year, 2 games a year, okay? This is key to everything right now. And their 32nd game, Sea of Darkness, was released 2015. Now, at the end of every single one of their games, they always post a trailer for their new game. Their trailer for the next game was Midnight in Salem, game 33. But unfortunately, that game didn't get released until 2019. Okay, this is vital to the Clue Crew fans. People got really upset about how long it was taking. And so during that time, there have been a slew of Clue Crew fans who are doing everything that they can to either drag Her Interactive's name in the dirt or to drag their name in the dirt by making their own game. In comes in Airtight Alibi Productions. Around late 2017, Airtight Alibi Productions comes into the mix. All of them are Clue Crew fans that basically just wanted to be better than Her Interactive. Let's take a look at their website, because this is where things get really interesting. Okay, so here is their website. This is Welcome to Airtight Alibi Productions. Allow us to introduce ourselves. We are a group of mostly Nancy Drew game fans that wanted to make our own Nancy Drew style game. A few of us have experience developing video games, but this is new territory for a good portion of the team. We are very excited about and passionate. Okay, all right. Basically, you get the point. But I kind of wanted to highlight down here, okay? From the fans, for the fans. In late 2017, after waiting years for the release of Her Interactive's and Nancy Drew Midnight in Salem, members of the Clue Crew figured that they wanted a new Nancy Drew style game bad enough they were willing to make their own. Okay, so let me just get this straight. I also was upset about how long it took for Midnight in Salem to come out. However, as continually repeated, there were actual, many legitimate reasons about why it took so long. Now, did they make a mistake on setting up a trailer for us and having very little communication with the fans up until right before, and then it just kind of ended up being kind of a flop game? Okay, yeah, that was a big deal. That was the big mistake. But honestly, about the time spans, it's really not that big of a deal, and we kind of need to get over it. But I'm going to fast forward us a little bit. Let's just keep going. All right, so around 7 years ago. 7 years ago. They came out with the Amelia Darnell demo, okay? And they had this whole video. And I'm going to skip to the end. I'm not going to show the whole video here. I kind of want to show you this. Everybody who's a Nancy Drew fan knows who this is. This is Lonnie Manella, okay? And she is actually voicing the Amelia Darnell character. For those who don't know and who live under a rock, I'm going to tell you who Lonnie Manella is. She is the voice actor for Nancy Drew up until Midnight in Salem. This is a big deal, okay? So everybody, buckle up. This is a big deal. So everybody was super upset when Lonnie left the Her Interactive team. Now, there are a billion and one theories about how this went down. And let me tell you, if you can imagine the drama, it was definitely there. And so basically, we actually don't know about the tone as much. Her interactive has explained time and time again how this was not like a dish at Lonnie. This was not like some big drama scene. It literally was just the contract didn't continue. And one of the biggest points that people made about it was Lonnie was getting old. She was like in her 70s at the time, and I don't even know at this point. But anyways, I believe she's either in her 70s now or she was in her 70s when she left. And I gotta say, there is a noticeable difference in her Nancy voice in the earlier games versus the more modern games. And I have to say, this was a really good point. Whether or not they intended for this to happen, this was a good thing to happen for the company. I know everybody is going to come after me for saying that, but I'm going to take a second and we're actually going to watch the trailer and then we'll keep talking about this, because the trailer is where we hear Lonnie speaking as Amelia Darnell, and I don't know what else to say. Let's do it. Okay, so here we are. We are looking at the beginning of the trailer, and I wanted to just note, this is posted on Facebook. This is posted on Instagram. However, this trailer is not posted on YouTube. Now, I don't know what that means. I don't know if they've just kind of let YouTube drop off the ball. But I do think it's interesting, especially that this is posted on Facebook. And we'll get to talk a little bit why. But let's go ahead and watch this. I think this part right here where it says all material is still in progress and is subject to further change, I really hope so. Okay, let's go.
Dear Diary, I've been getting ready to travel to a small old-fashioned town deep in the Henry Mountains of Utah called Silvercrest Village. For such a simple little town, it's been the source of a lot of mysterious activities. For instance, there's been a handful of break-ins and vandalism at the local high school, and just last week, the school's principal was found dead in her office. No one knows why or how she died. To top it all off, a white, Yeti-like creature has been spotted wandering the village at sundown. I don't know how or if any of these things are connected, but it's my job to find out. Wish me luck, Diary. I have a feeling I'll need it.
Okay, so there was the trailer. Beyond all of the beautiful scenery and environment, I heard an old lady trying super hard. Now, I want to make this very clear. Lonnie Manella is a very talented voice actor. I loved her work when she was working with Nancy Drew. But the problem is something that is unavoidable, something that we cannot ignore. And it is that she is getting older, okay? We can't pretend like that's not happening. And it shows, and it shows bad.
Welcome to my latest case, Secret of the Scarlet Hand. To start playing, choose either junior or senior detective.
Why is everyone here? Shouldn't we be out searching for Jesselyn? Were things good between Colton and Jesselyn?
Wish me luck, Diary. I have a feeling I'll need it.
If you can tell, and you go back and listen to the trailer again, you're going to notice a shift towards the end of the trailer where her voice just kind of goes off. It's bad. Okay, there's inconsistencies. She is trying so hard to get this voice, but her voice isn't letting her. okay? Because she's old. There's inconsistencies. We can't have that in a game. And if you agree, please like this video and follow me on YouTube, follow me on Instagram, because I'm hoping to make more content. The main character is so intricate, so important, so high tier for the plot. And you decided to cast someone that you cannot guarantee, but it doesn't fit with the character at all. It doesn't sound like a young girl at all, in my opinion. And here's the problem. We have known Nancy's voice for years. We've known Nancy's voice for years. We're starting this new game, and we're maybe gonna have the max of a few games with Lonnie. I don't think it's gonna happen anymore. I think this is the only one. But anyways, we do this, and if you expect to make more games in the future, you're gonna have to switch and try and get people to go behind you on a completely Amelia Darnell voice. And here's the thing, I personally think it's more jarring than being with Nancy Drew for a while and knowing the voice, but also understanding that she's old and that they have to have a new voice. And because they promised Lonnie so early on in the game development, now they're stuck with her. And they could have done something way better, which is having her as a side character, and they missed out on a great opportunity. Okay, so what is the reason to have Lonnie Manella come in as the voice actor for Amelia Darnell? No other reason except to snub their noses at Her Interactive. You're starting your company off of drama, dumb drama. It's gonna blow up in your face. And what is the one thing that they made clear from the start? Just like this, 2017, they were dying for a new game. We're gonna make our own game. Guess what? 2025, still no game. Still no game. And you want to point fingers at Her Interactive for not being able to finish a game? It took Her Interactive 4 to 5 years for them to make this game. It's been like 7 years. And you want to call the kettle black? I don't think so. We're going to catch you on that. You have chosen to literally put your own ticking time bomb on your own production because you decided the best way to get people's attention is to drag Her Interactive's name in the dirt. I'm sorry, but if you worked so hard to get all of the haters of Her Interactive to come to your game, they're going to turn their backs on you too. We've got these companies who appreciated the old games. That's fine. Making their own games. Great. Okay. But don't just do it because you're angry about another company. But let's go ahead. Let's take a look at some of the comments. And I am shocked. Sort of. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the Facebook comments. Okay, so first Penelope Pendrick, now this? Maybe we don't need her after all. Oh my goodness, Lonnie, is this our new Nancy Drew reboot without being called Nancy Drew? And it's point and click? Well, that was a huge dig at her. Yeah. I will support this. I do not support Her Interactive anymore. This, I will. All sorts of different things. I'm so excited with Lonnie. Wow. Oh my goodness. I didn't expect this on my bingo card. I'm beyond thrilled. Oh my lord. It's all over the place. So excited. So excited. Looking forward. Nancy's original actress. We must play. Hello. Post-editing Ricky here. I wanted to say something that I noticed while I was listening to these comments. Something I noticed is that, and I remember from looking at it myself, is that most of these comments are wholeheartedly just centered around it being Lonnie Manella's voice or just about the fact that they're just mad at Her Interactive. And I feel like that speaks volumes not only of Airtight Alibi, but also to the commenters. It speaks volumes to Airtight Alibi because it shows that all Airtight Alibi has been able to draw them in on is the voice acting and the fact that they're snubbing their noses at Her Interactive. They are fueling their entire game on hatred for another company. And that is not enough to sustain a game, and it's not enough to sustain people to want it. And of course, as I've mentioned before, this continues to fuel around the idea they're gonna raise their expectations through the roof for these haters. And when they realize that Airtight Alibi can also not keep up with all of their demands, they're going to be disappointed. Just as I am with all of these commenters who can't see that there's also plot, and there's also characters, and there's a story behind this. There's this beautiful scenery, and all they can talk about is Lonnie Manella's voice and the fact that it's not a Her Interactive game. Okay, let me read some of the Instagram comments. Let's read some of the Instagram comments. Everyone's excited. Lonnie, can't wait for this. So excited. Her voice is like a comfy blanket. I literally can't wait. I don't know what comfy blanket you're wearing, but...
Wish me luck, diary. I have a feeling I'll need it.
The whiplash I had when I heard Lonnie. OMG. Oh my gosh. So many times just to hear Lonnie. Oh my gosh, my little third grade heart is so excited. Listen, we can't keep living in the past. Haven't you heard that somewhere too? You have got to get over your beef with Her Interactive. You have to be willing to say that your kid games are they're just grown up. They're all gone. I'm sorry. And people are so caught up in this being, and Nancy Drew being their childhood, that they're afraid to let it go. And so they get so angry when that is threatened. Now, I'm going to go into the most complicated point on why I think this is a really bad idea. They are not going to be able to keep her full term. So let's start with the pro bono aspect. She has admitted through a Facebook comment that this is pro bono, okay? The game is free. They're not going to get any money. So this is a pro bono project for Lonnie. Let's start with money. Pro bono means she doesn't get anything. She's not going to get paid anything. If this is the expectation, how many more games is she going to do pro bono? And if you're making this a free game, how are you going to give her money for the next game if she decides that she no longer wants to be pro bono? Are they just going to beg for Lonnie to come back again? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. So, money-wise, I'm sorry, this isn't going to happen. Just saying. Second, again, she's getting old. Eventually, she's going to have a stopping point again. If she left Her Interactive after staying with them for years, it's going to be pretty easy for her to say, I'm done. Or for you to finally realize that this that this voice isn't working for your games. Listen, Her Interactive is not flawless. They have definitely done some things that I don't like. They've got some problems, okay, let's be real. But every company does, and all they're doing is try to grow. They're trying to get more people to enjoy the fandom. And in order for them to do that, they have to get out of the past and look to the future. Okay? Darnell will forever just be put at the level and expectations of Her Interactive, which is a full team, a full productive company that has made money off of games that have been here since the late 1990s. You just put yourself an indie game development team, smaller team with little budget, little nothing, yourself up for failure with the expectations of Her Interactive. I think they should finish this game, and I think they should try and fix it with the next game by getting a new voice and doing what they can to backtrack the mudslide that they just stuck themselves into. So please, please, please comment down what you think, whether you agree with me or not. Is there anything that I missed? I probably missed a ton of things. I will see you guys at the next stream, in the next video, and I can't wait to see you guys soon. So was that clear enough?